Hey BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with another BoLS unboxing. Today I have another war pack for Conquest, the card game. This is the gift of the Ethereals war pack. It's kind of a focus on the Tau for this war pack. These are cards 45 through 66 of the Warlord cycle. There are 60 cards in this pack. It's the exact same 60 cards you would get if you bought this. That's because it's a living card game, an LCG, not a CCG, which is why I really like this game. Well, besides the game is actually fun. The Conquest card packs are great value. So let me go ahead and open on this on up. I still have the awesome plastic wrap that you need a buzzsaw to get through, but I'm going to open this on up and then we'll take a look at the cards inside and kind of go over those and see what they do. Okay, I've got the card packs open, or card pack open. I've got them all divided up into their different sections, but the first thing I want to point out is this one actually has, being the gift of the Ethereals here, this has, or Ethereals depending on where you're from, this has a not a focus on the Tau, but it does have the second Tau Warlord, because the first one's in the starter box, but it's kind of a major guy here. This is Shi. He's a soldier Ethereal. This is the Warlord guy. His special ability: for each Tau unit control at this planet gains Armor Bane, which is a special thing. Force reaction: after this Warlord resolves its attack, move it to your HQ. So he hits and runs with your HQ, and then he also gives everybody Armor Bane, which is pretty nice. And he's pretty beefy, 2/7, so most Warlords are pretty tough to begin with. So there you go. And then if he gets bloodied, he flips over. So that's your new Tau Warlord, game changer right there. We have the Etheral Envoy. That's 1 cost, soldier Ethereal, forced reaction. After this unit resolves its attack, move it to your HQ. So it seems like there's a lot, and you get 4 of those instead of the regular 3. Seems like there's a lot of bounce back already in this pack to get back to your HQ. Next up we have Shi's Sanctum. That's a location. Action: exhaust this support to ready a target unit at a planet with 1 or more Ethereal units you control. So it's kind of a nice way to get extra activations out of units with your Warlord there, or if you have other Ethereal units there. So we have an Honor Blade, which is a warrior. It's a warrior weapon. Attach this to an Ethereal unit. Attach unit gains each other Tau unit you control at this planet gets +1 attack. So that can actually add up quite a bit. And then we have the last card, which is an event card, Ethereal Wisdom. It's a 0 cost event. It's a tactic action. Until the end of your phase, a target Tau unit control gets +1 attack and gains the Ethereal trait. So you can see how these cards play off of each other, and how they would help you not only bounce your guy back to your HQ, but also get some extra damage boost. So next up we have everybody's favorite, the Space Marines. Well, not really, but everybody's favorite bikers, the White Scars here. It's a 3 cost army card, soldier White Scars. It's a 2/3. For the Marines here, this unit gains +2 attack while it is at a planet with a Warlord. So there's a neat little combo that I was reading about here that with the cards. You start with Blackmane, who's from a previous expansion, the Blackmane's Hunt, and you can use that with Blackmane's Hunt and the Blackmane Sentinel. So this is kind of everybody's favorite White Scars Space Wolves combo that we see on the board. Now we see it in the card game too. So basically you would throw these guys down on a particular planet that you wanted to kind of throw to capture, or perhaps as a feint move, right? And then you throw down Blackmane from your HQ. He hops in to a planet. He commits to the planet with an enemy Warlord. Deal 2 damage to the target enemy unit at that planet. Now when he commits, two reactions can happen. Blackmane Sentinels, which go to him because after your Warlord commits to a planet, move this unit to that planet. So now you've got an extra couple of guys on the planet with them. And Blackmane's Hunt: after your Warlord commits to a planet, commit your Warlord to an adjacent planet. So if these guys are at one planet and the Blackmane Sentinels and say there's a force massing here, you can do a quick little hop here, punch the guys here, leave the Blackmane Sentinels, and then use Blackmane's Hunt to then pop over here and make these guys now 4/3s. So it's, you know, it's a little convoluted, but it's there. There are combos in this game. It's part of the card mechanic. So anyway, Blackmane's Hunt with White Scars. Yeah. It's 2 of those cards. Then there's No Fear. You get 3 of those. Tactic Maneuver. It's a 1 cost event. Deploy action. Exhaust your warlord to move this up to 3 Marine Army units from your HQ to each to a different planet. So what that means is you can have up to 3 units that are in your HQ, and then move each one to a different planet. So you can just kind of hop stuff around. Again, it combos really well with some of the other Marine stuff that's going on. Marines also get 3 Crushing Blows tactic. This is a 0 cost event. After a Marine unit damages an enemy unit, deal 1 unpreventable damage to that enemy unit. So just putting the final 1 shot of damage on something if you need it. There it is. So Crushing Blow can come in handy. Next up, we have the Astra Militarum cards, IG cards, whatever you want to call them these days. We have 3 Mystic Wardens. It's a 0 cost army, so already dirt cheap. 2/2 Psyker, force your action after a battle at this planet ends, sacrifice this unit. So that's why he's so cheap. He's literally a throwaway 2/2, drop him down and punch some guys. So that's kind of handy. 2 Arms. It's the next card. There's 3 of those. It's a 0 cost event. Ready a target support card. So Astra Militarum getting the free support card activations there. And then last up we have a 2 cost attachment. Honorifica Imperialis, War Gear Award, attached to an army unit. While at a planet with an enemy warlord, attached unit gains armor bane and ranged. So ranged again is what allows you to shoot without getting hit back, or basically getting to shoot first with that unit. So the finer points are in the rules. You can check those out online for a full description, but it's a neat little ability. Next we have the Orcs. We have a Mechanic Repair Crew. It's a 3 cost army unit. It's an odd boy. It's a 2/3 odd boy. Is action. Exhaust his unit to ready a target Orc support card you control, then deal 1 damage to this unit. So he takes damage and readies a unit. It's very orky, but it's an action too. So then we have a Goth Big Choppa. This is a 2 cost attachment, War Gear weapon. Attached to an army unit. Attached unit gets +2 attack and gains armor bane. So there's a lot of armor bane in this whole set, if you can't tell. So dealing with tanks and stuff, do more damage. Last up we have a 1 cost support. There's 3 of these. An ammo depot. This is a location. Action, exhaust this card. Exhaust the support to draw 1 card if you have 3 or fewer cards in your hands. So it's a way to get more card draw for the Orcs, which more card draw is more DACA, or something like that. Next up we have the Nurgle. More demons. It's not just Nurgle, but we've got a 2 cost army card. It's a 0/2. These are Rotten Plague Bearers. They have no damage, but action is to exhaust this card to deal 1 damage to a target unit at this planet. So he's a Tim. He just tap it to do damage. So that's pretty cool. It's a 0/2 Nurgling Bomb. That makes me laugh. It's a tactic. It's a 3 cost event. Tactic Nurgle. Combat action, target a planet. For each non-Nurgle unit at the planet, its controller must choose to either deal 1 damage to it or route it. Route it is to send it back to the HQ. So for each non-Nurgle unit, that's pretty good. So either take a point of damage or send them packing. And the last 3 cards for the Chaos side here, we have Throne of Vainglory. Vainglory being 1 word apparently. It's a 3 cost support card. Upgrade Slaanesh, which we haven't seen too many Slaanesh only cards, or Slaanesh cards in general really. Action, exhaust the support card to discard the top card of your deck. If the printed cost of the discarded card is 3 or higher, put 2 cultist tokens into play at your HQ. So cultists are cheap little 1/1s, so it's a way to sack some cards to get more stuff out. Then we have the Dark Eldar. We have a Silith Mercenary. Let me just do this. We got, let's see, 3 of those. 1 cost army. It's a 2/2. Let's see, Warrior. Action, pay 2 resources to take control of this. Pay 2 resources to take control of this unit if it's at a planet. Any player may use this ability. So they are mercenaries. That's an interesting thing. There's there's 1 cost, and then anybody can use that ability to make them swap sides. So that's kind of interesting. Then 3 more cards for the Dark Eldar. We have Despise. It's a tactic. It's a 0 cost event. Combat action, each player must sacrifice an ally unit he controls if able. So if you have allies in your army, they are getting sacked. So keep a heads up for that one. Last but not least, we have the Eldar units. These guys are always to be feared. We've got a Warlock Destructor. It's a 2-cost army card. It's 3/4, so that's already pretty good for the return on investment. Get 3 of those cards in this pack. It's a Psyker, forced reaction. After the deploy phase begins, pay 1 resource or discard this unit. That's the trade-off. 2 up front, 1 every turn after the deploy phase, or sacrifice your 3/4. And these guys are pretty beefy for 2 points. Then we have the Eldritch Corsair, which is another card here. It's a 3-cost army card. It's a 2/3, so no shock there. 2/3. It's a Warrior Iandin. This unit gets +2 attack while it is at a planet with a Warlord. Not necessarily your Warlord, but with a Warlord. So that's kind of cool. Kind of counters some of that black mane shenanigans hopping around, changing planets. So last but not least, we have a 0-cost event, Foretell. It's Power Maneuver Interrupt. When a battle ability triggers, exhaust your Warlord to cancel its effects, then draw 1 card. So that can help shut down some battle abilities at the cost of tapping out your Warlord. So, but that's pretty much it for this pack. The gift of the Ethereals. Again, the big thing out of this one is the Tau card, Anushi, Soldier Ethereal, the new Warlord for the Tau. So pretty cool. There's going to be more packs coming out with more Warlords for each faction and more cards for each faction. Conquest, again, really fun game. Pretty tactical. It's pretty quick too. As far as the games I've played, haven't been too drawn out or anything like that. We never decked each other or anything like that, but it's always a fun game. So check it out. This is AdamHarry from BoLS signing off. Have a good one.